All right, let's talk about something that's on pretty much everyone's mind: wealth. What is it, really? And how do you build it? Well, today we're going to look at the real architecture of wealth. And no, I'm not talking about mansions, but about something way more powerful: simple daily habits.
So, let me ask you this. You see someone driving a really nice car, or maybe they just seem to have it all together financially. What's the first thought that pops into your head? Do you think they're just lucky, or that they know some secret you don't? It's a totally normal question. But you know what? The usual answers, well, they're usually wrong.
For ages, we've wrapped the idea of wealth in all this mystery and superstition. Things like having lucky lines on your palm or getting an itchy hand. But the reality? It's so much simpler and honestly way more empowering than that. It's not about luck. It's about simple habits, powerful systems, and just showing up every single day. And that's really the main takeaway here. The secret to wealth isn't some big, complicated thing hidden from the rest of us. It's just a set of really straightforward, incredibly powerful habits that anyone, and I really do mean anyone, can start using.
So, our first job is to just clear out all that old noise. We're going to unlearn all those myths about money and replace them with practical, no nonsense strategies that have actually been proven to work time and time again.
So yeah, forget about itchy palms or waiting for a lucky break. The first real habit, the one that kicks everything off, has zero to do with luck. It's about you taking on a brand new role, becoming the chief accountant of your own life. And that leads us right into our first big habit: creating your financial blueprint. Think of this as the foundation for your entire financial house. It's all about getting a totally clear picture of where every single one of your dollars is going. This idea was a huge deal for John D. Rockefeller. He believed that every dollar, no matter how small, deserved to be managed with respect. And get this, he kept up this habit his entire life, even long after he became one of the first billionaires in history. For him, it wasn't a trick, it was a fundamental principle. And starting is surprisingly easy. You don't need any fancy software. Just grab a notebook. Seriously, every night, just take 5 minutes and jot down everything you spent money on that day. And I mean everything, even that cup of coffee. Do this for 1 month, and then it's time to review. Now, here's why this is so powerful. That 1 month of tracking is like turning on a light in a dark room. You will see with absolute clarity where all the little leaks are in your finances. You'll finally understand where your money seems to vanish. Trust me, it is a total game changer. Okay, so once you know where your money is going, the next step is to tell it where to go. And that brings us to habit number 2, the 4-account system. See, keeping all your money in one big pile tricks your brain. You look at the balance and think you have more spending money than you actually do. This system puts a stop to that. Here's how it breaks down. As soon as money comes in, you split it up into 4 buckets. About 60% for all your essentials, 10% for investing, another 10% for just guilt-free fun, and a solid 20% for your emergency fund. Now, you can tweak these percentages, but it's the principle of separating your money that counts. Let's be really clear on what each account is for. The essentials account, that's your survival fund, non-negotiable. The investment account is sacred. Its only job is to grow. The fun account is your permission slip to enjoy life without feeling bad about it. And the emergency account, that's your safety net for when life happens. This system right here is the key to peace of mind. Okay, so you've got your financial blueprint and your accounts are all set up. Now it's time to hit the gas. These next 3 habits are all about building momentum and speeding up your journey. Let's run through these quickly. Habit 3, don't rely on just one paycheck. Start building multiple streams of income, even if they're small at first. Habit 4, invest with your head, not because of FOMO, do your homework. And habit 5, this one is maybe the most important of all, live below your means. As your income grows, fight the urge to upgrade your lifestyle. Instead, invest that difference. Let your money work for you. And hey, on that point about multiple income streams, just remember this. Nobody builds an empire on day one. Every huge company, every successful person, they all started small. So be patient and let things grow. And this all brings us to the final and most crucial point that really ties everything together. Building wealth is not a sprint. It's not about one big heroic effort. It's about small, consistent actions, day in and day out. Small habits truly create a big future. This is the real magic. It's the power of compounding, but for your habits. That dollar you saved today, that little expense you tracked, that 10% you invested, it might feel tiny, but over months and then years, those small steps build on each other and create a massive, life-altering difference. That is the true architecture of wealth.
So, I'll leave you with this final question. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one thing. What one small habit we talked about today are you going to start tonight?